Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Ryan. And this one complete to Doolin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 7. Vikings nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Second and 5 now. Cousins. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action, Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far.
Touchdown! Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter.
And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here we go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Ryan.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Short to give to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Ryan
end of the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you, coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cole. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Ryan. Campbell making the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Colts.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 55 rushing yards. Rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Cousins on first down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A gain of 15. And the Colts first down.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. .31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On play action, Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. They go play action now. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins.
At the Colts 47-yard line.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Down inside the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground again with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Now a give to Taylor. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis.
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the